Hello everyone, I'm Marina and that's Sakramel School. Here are today's nails. This French manicure is more than a month old. And today I'd like to talk about base coat shrinkage. Here I did a gel polish coating because I needed it for the course. But the nails are pretty long now. So material shrinkage is basically its deformation in the stress zone. Transverse and longitudinal arches do not look as curved as they did at first. The coating is sagging in that area. Why in the stress zone? When there is pressure on the free edge, the apex gets affected the most. That is why the coating is sagging there. But it's not the only cause. If we use not a hard, non-strengthening base coat, but a rubber one that tends to stretch, that's when the coating will be likely to shrink. So use harder materials to avoid that. It may be a hard base, sculpting gel, acrygel, or acrylic. So the longer the nails get, the more they need hard strengthening. That will help to avoid bending in the stress zone, so the coating won't shrink. It doesn't damage the nail plate, though there may be cracks in the ingrowth points. But it mostly affects the nails visually. They don't look as perfect as they used to. Now I file off the old coverage up to a thin base to remove the plastic camouflage base coat. I touch it up with a 100/180 grit nail file. We can keep a thin layer if there are no liftings. Touch up the shape at this point, or do it in the end. Both options will do. We may file a draft version first. Remove excess length for now, and then touch it up in the end, after the alignment. Now I'm doing a combined manicure. There is almost no cuticle here, so I'm using a red drill bit, and then I will just cut it off with scissors. With this nail and cuticle type, make sure not to stop for too long to avoid cuts. That's why a red drill bit is the best choice here. Make short progressive moves, not long ones, because the longer the move, the deeper the drill bit will get. Try to make a uniform cut to avoid hangnails. If you're still learning how to do it, then after cutting the cuticle with scissors, touch it up with a diamond drill bit or a silicone carbide polisher. This drill bit has no abrasive, so it works differently. All due to its sponge-like surface. It gently removes all the dead skin and nicely polishes it. So there is a lower chance of new hangnails. There are lots of polishing techniques. In our course, we take a look at 5 the most common ones. Now I degrease the nail plate and apply a primer for perfect bonding with a new coating. A small amount all over the nail plate. Moving on to the key point, the base. My model's nails curl naturally, which resulted in coating shrinkage. So first, I apply a clear rubber base coat to prep them. It will follow the natural curve, so the next material is unlikely to shrink. So that's the first layer. Normally, clear base coats last longer than camouflage ones. And if you skip the base coat step and use a hard material right away, then it will surely peel off in the cuticle zone. So in order not to risk it, apply some clear base coat first. The index nail curls badly, so I need to fix the missing corner here. I will be using this milky gel. Just grab some with a thin brush to easily spread and pull it out. So I quickly pull it and send the nail secure in the lamp before it flows. We may use thicker gels or aqua gels for this purpose as well, but the gel is faster. There is no need to align it with special liquid. We just pull it out and send it to cure. Now I degrease it, touch it up with the file, and that's it. This technique is super quick. Again, we can't use a rubber base coat for strengthening, so I'm using the same gel. Cover up the nail plate first to make it tacky. Now grab a drop, put it on the apex, and spread it on the sides. Try not to turn the hand over to prevent the gel from flowing towards the center. Make sure that the surface is even. Touch it up with the same gel brush if needed, or use a thin brush instead. Using the aligning technique. Working with a gel, don't let it go. Hold it with the brush and gently pull it without getting too deep. Otherwise, there will be bubbles on the surface. Work barely touching it. Done with the strengthening? Now let's add this gorgeous shimmery base coat by Cosmoprofi. They offer a line of such base coats. All the colors are my favorite. Just a thin layer will do here. Since we have already aligned it with the gel. Now cure it in a lamp and cover it up with a non-tacky top coat. I'm sure you will agree that the free edge does not look defined now. That's why we will touch it up after the top coat. Why didn't we file the shape right away? Because then there would have been too little gel on the tip, so it would have chipped off. Now I file the free edge, and there is the thickness that will make it stronger. And I file it out on the inside using a carbide drill bit. Work in the forward position, check in the tip. The optimal thickness is 0.7 millimeters. Now wipe off the dust, and that's the finished look. Strong and even nails. This coating won't shrink for sure. I wish you all success in your work. Good luck. Bye bye.